right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
What do you do, Cole, when all the evidence is telling you one thing, but your gut is telling you another? What do you do?
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
So the DA wants to charge Anna. If you remember from the last case, Anna was Gabriel Delgado's girlfriend, and she was also pregnant. This is an election year for the DA, so he wants easy cases to make him look good to the public. So in order to save Anna from having to give birth to her baby in prison and not see her baby, we have to give the DA something bigger. Something that will have the newspaper talking about it for months. We arrive on the scene.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. I made a preliminary examination. You probably want to take a look, then we'll talk.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Let's take a look at the body. We'll look in our victim's pockets. In his right pocket is a letter.
Patterson has life insurance.
And it reads, Lester Pattinson, 182 North Hope Street, Los Angeles, California, January 5th, 1947. Dear Mr. Pattinson, it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application 14F, and pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium on your life insurance policy from $3.70 per week to $5.90 per week. This raise became effective on January 1st, 1947. Where our standard veteran care policy entitled you to a lump sum payout of $10,000 in the event of your untimely death or permanent incapacitation. This new plan secures your beneficiaries a sum of $16,000. We at California Fire and Life thank you, and we wish you good health and security for the future. Yours sincerely, Curtis Benson, Vice President of California Fire and Life Insurance. And we see in red marker, what the fuck. It looks like the victim didn't know about this life insurance increase. Let's take a look at his other pocket. There's his wallet. On the left is his license.
We can notify next of kin.
Lester Pattinson, 5'8", brown hair, brown eyes. And on the right is some money. Let's put his wallet back. We'll look at his body, and he's all bloody. His hand is bloody, and there's blood that seeped into his jacket sleeve. I would imagine that a hit and run would leave his hands scraped or give him some road rash, but I'm not kidding how blood got into his sleeve and onto his dress shirt. Maybe as he laid on the ground, the blood got on him that way? But why is the other sleeve clean then?
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
We'll work backwards.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Let's head to evidence marker B.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
That's a significant amount of blood sprayed. I guess, like Carruthers said, a hood ornament punctured his chest. Let's head to evidence marker A.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
And it looked like the driver tried to stop. But as we go to examine the clues all together, we notice Stefan heads into the alleyway. But then as we follow him, we notice a light shining on some garbage cans. And when we go to look at the one that's standing up, we find a knife.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit and run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
This is a pretty bloody knife. I don't imagine that a steak would produce this much blood. Or if the knife was used to break apart some meat, that would produce this much blood. The blood is caked onto the knife. And unless there's a butcher next door, there's no possible way that this much blood was produced by any animal. But we'll put it down and we'll go and talk to our witness.
Where's Detective?
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
We'll first ask her about what she witnessed.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
She's looking us in the eye. She's standing up straight. We have no reason to think she's holding out on us. So let's play good cop.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Let's now ask her about the description of the vehicle that hit Mr. Pattinson.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
She's again standing up straight, looking Cole in the eye. Let's play good cop.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
She has a great memory. When we asked her for her eyewitness account, she mentioned she overheard an argument. Let's ask her more about that.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Okay, Miss Perry. she's not giving it all to us. She's looking up at the sky, looking at the ground, her mouth is twisted up, and plus, she had a little tail when she was talking about it.
Man and a woman, that's all.
She tried to quickly change the subject. Let's play bad copper.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. We can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Before we speak to the bartender, let's look at this newspaper. Shrink to the Stars promises mental breakthrough. These newspapers will tell us about what's happening in the world of LA Noire while Cole Phelps is solving cases.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
You gotta love the 1940s, medical professionals just smoking away. But this conversation tells us a lot about Dr. Fontaine. He sees the world in a lot of gray, so he doesn't mind bending what is right and what is wrong, especially in the eyes of the law, if it means helping his patient or helping himself. Let's put the newspaper down, and before we talk to the bartender, we'll go to the back and we'll go to the payphone. We'll call R&I and ask them to run the partial license plate we got from Miss Perry.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
We notice that there's an opening to a back room. Let's take a right and we see 2 doors, one in front of us and one to the right of us. Let's go first to the door in front of us. It just leads us back outside. Let's head back in and head to that door that was on the right of us.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
And we find a poker room. Now let's head back and interview the bartender.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Let's ask him about his account of the hit and run.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Now, Lynch, you're not telling us the truth. You're looking from side to side, and your face is scrunched up. We have no proof, so we'll have to play bad cop.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
So there's that argument again. He seems to know the Pattinsons very well, so let's ask him more about his thoughts on the victim.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Mr. Lynch is looking us in the eye, and he's standing up straight. He's telling us the truth. Let's play good cop.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Let's ask him about this argument that we keep hearing about.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
The thing about this is that we asked for details, and he's holding out on us. He's smirking like he knows something that we don't. But he's not saying it. It looks like we're going to have to play bad cop.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
So that's an added layer. We read that Lester's life insurance was raised, and now we're hearing about a joint business venture. Let's ask him more about that.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Oh, come on, Lynch. A bartender hears all types of stories, whether he's being told or he overhears. And again, Lynch has that smirk on his face. So let's play bad cop again.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Let's talk to Carruthers one last time.
We'll check in with you.
Okay. I'll get him onto a slab. Should have the report soon.
Thanks.
Now let's head to the Pattinsons. Maybe Mrs. Pattinson was just lucky. Her abusive husband just happened to be a victim in a hit and run. But what about this life insurance? And what about the knife we found in the alleyway? We'll just have to meet this wife. Maybe her husband being dead was a relief, so she didn't feel the need to stick around. But you imagine that you would want to talk to the police, at least about what you saw. We arrive at the Pattinson's residence. Let's go knock on the door with Cole's police knock. Oh, it wasn't too bad there.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
But before we talk to her, let's look around the house. If we head to the right, we see a door open. We walk in, and here's a poker table again. There's nothing of substance in this room, so we'll head down the hall. The door is locked. Okay, we'll just head back around and head into the kitchen. As we walk in and look to the right, we see a meal for two that has been interrupted. Someone was reading the paper as they ate. So who was eating with Mrs. Pattinson? Maybe this was left over from yesterday, but the food is barely eaten. We'll look on the kitchen counter, and there's a knife that looks eerily similar to the knife we found in the alleyway. But none of this counts as clues in the game. We just noticed this as observant players. Let's sit down and talk to Mrs. Pattinson.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
So we find out that those plates weren't from yesterday. She was eating with Mr. Sabo. Let's ask her about her account of the hit and run.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
If you notice while she was speaking, she couldn't keep her eyes on Cole. She hurried through her answer, and now she's sitting there with a grin, a nervous grin, just waiting for this to be over. Let's play bad cop because she's not telling us everything.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
That's a weird thing for a widow to say. She felt bad for the driver. He didn't stand a chance. I mean, by every account we have so far, Lester was abusive. So I guess the line isn't that out of line, but it's just weird for a recent widow to say. But I guess no love lost. But let's ask her about this argument we keep hearing about.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
But again, she's not able to look Cole in the eye, or at least keep eye contact with Cole. She's looking up at the sky, on the ground, but then she regains her composure. And when she goes to look at Cole, she can't keep her eyes on him for too long. So let's play bad cop again.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Okay, that makes sense. Lester really was an SOB, but a victim is still a victim. Let's ask her about this joint venture that she's in with Mr. Sabo. The venture we heard from the bartender, Mr. Lynch.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
She hurried through the answer, and her eyes are wide. She's looking from side to side. She's biting her lip. But we know that she's about to have a big lump sum of money coming in due to Lester's death. So let's accuse her, and we'll back it up with the insurance letter.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
We need to use the phone to call R&I, but we're not going to make this phone call inside the house. We'll go down the street.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
There's nothing that we needed to keep private about that conversation, but we know that this hit and run doesn't seem so clear-cut as Mr. Sabo and Lorna would like us to believe. And if we're gonna be creepers, and I'll admit it, this was creepy, we can go back to the house and peer through the window, and we'll see that Lorna and Mr. Sabo are sitting in the living room. Let's get into the car and head over to the Shelton's residence. And it's right around the corner. We have to wait, but at 7:43 in the morning, Shelton comes out with luggage.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Lay into his wheel, Archie. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Okay, Shelton's car is very sturdy.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Okay, we gotta stop him from running, so let's just send it.
He's heading into the station. Go on, get after him.
All right, I give up.
Okay, now we're stuck, so let's
Hold it right there, Shelton.
What do you think?
Back downtown for the autopsy report. Let's see what the coroner makes of Lester Patterson.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Well, that was a wild ride. But we learned that Lorna and Mr. Sabo were standing on the sidewalk with front row seats to Lester's accident. We'll head down to the morgue.
Look out!
Sorry, Stefan.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
They really did it. They stabbed Lester and pushed him into the path of an oncoming vehicle. And there's no question about the motive. Lorna wanted to be free of Lester, and Mr. Sabo in need of a new business, or at least funds for a new business to keep Ray's afloat. We're back here at the Pattinson's residence. Let's knock on the door and arrest them both.
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning. How to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late, Sabo.
And he's off.
Lester could be a heel.
Stop or I will shoot.
That's a lousy way for anyone.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Lester's dead. Lorna's dead, or at least critically injured. Leroy Sabo is going away for a very long time. And unlike the other cases where the motive, the reason to commit a theft or fraud was petty or for one's own greed, Lorna wanted to leave Lester. He was abusive, he drank, and he gambled. He made indecent proposals involving his wife. And he made these proposals without his wife's consent. He's not the worst man in this game. There are worse men in LA Noire. But he is downright horrible. And Lorna's motive is understandable. She couldn't have done it on her own. She needed a partner, and Leroy was perfect. All he needed was the mention of some money, because in the back of his mind, he was thinking about his failing business. He was the perfect accomplice for Lorna. Lorna, obviously, through Leroy's admission, gave a lot of thought to this murder. She probably thought about this murder for months, even years. And it was almost perfect. If they had chosen a shorter knife, or if they had disposed of the knife somewhere farther, they would have gotten away with it. A victim is still a victim. This was one of the few traffic desk cases that I understood the motive behind it. And it was a real motive, a real reason. But just like Fontaine said, there's a lot of gray in the world. And in Lorna's mind, what is illegal could benefit society. Or at the very least, benefit her. But to play devil's advocate, she could have just divorced Lester. But there's no alimony. Lester gambled away their money. She would have been in a worse financial position than if she had just stayed. But killing Lester was her way out from under him and his abusive ways, and a way to become financially free. But this is just one of the many cases in LA Noire. I am so happy to be here with you guys. I don't know if you know that I am so grateful that you're even here. Like, the last video I put out was the consul's car, and I posted that, and then like after 3 minutes, 11 views. I was like, I was I was just like shocked. I was just shocked because I was not expecting like 11 views, and now like the video sits at, as of right now, like 95 views. And I know like if you compare it to like some other YouTubers that get thousands of views, like that, yeah, 95 views a little, but in my mind, in my eyes, like 95, that's like, I don't come across 95 people like in a day in real life. So I'm just happy that that video got out and people enjoyed it, and I really just want to say thank you so much. And you have no idea, like I really enjoy making these videos, recording them, playing them, like producing them, and like getting them up to you guys. I enjoy it so much, and I hope you are enjoying it too. Like I want to hear your thoughts on LA Noire, these cases. I want to hear them in the comments. Like, subscribe, but I want to leave you off with some words. I'm not religious. I just saw this on a billboard and I was like, I'm inspired by that, so I'm gonna, like, you know, do my little thingy thing. And so I want to leave you with these words. I hope that you are brought love, luck, light, and positivity. Because you being here, you just clicking on this video, I don't think you just know, you just clicking on this video has brought me love, light, luck, and positivity, and you have no idea how grateful I am to be able to do this with you. And I hope you enjoy. And I hope to see you very soon. If I don't see you during the week, just know that every Saturday now, my videos perform better on Saturdays than they do Sundays. So I'm moving the Sunday videos to Saturday, and we're just gonna do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I hope you don't mind if like it's just once a week, because I really just want to produce like quality content. That means working longer on scripts and editing. So I really want to deliver to you guys something I'm proud of. Like I have scrap videos that I edited and I just did not like it. I don't want to give you anything else, like anything other than the best. So I hope like that these once a week like videos, like sometimes like I'm hoping to get into the groove now that my college semester is coming to the end. I'm close to graduation. Cheer me on, guys. I'm hoping that once I get out of like done with the semester, I can get to you like at least 2 videos per week. But I am so thankful you are here, and you have no idea how much this means. So I thank you. I thank you so much. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you very soon. Like, subscribe. Dezzyfinds is signing off. Bye.